tournament is claiming victims at an incredible rate. Giants are falling, dreams are collapsing, and football history is changing before our eyes. Less than 24 hours after the Netherlands crashed out of the World Cup, their head coach Ronald Koeman resigned. A Dutch football legend, Koeman managed Barcelona, Everton, and Ajax during a coaching career spanning more than 2 decades. Yet this World Cup delivered a blow that ultimately brought his time with the Netherlands to an unexpected end. This was not just another defeat. It became the worst World Cup campaign in Dutch football history. The Netherlands are 3-time World Cup finalists with a proud tradition of reaching the knockout stages consistently. They had reached at least the round of 16 in 11 consecutive World Cups before this shocking tournament. This time, however, Morocco eliminated them in the round of 32, something that had never happened before. Never in Dutch football history had the Netherlands exited a World Cup this early after qualifying. Naturally, much of the responsibility fell directly on Ronald Koeman and his tactical decisions. The strange part was how impressive the Dutch looked during the group stage. They scored 10 goals in 3 matches and crushed Sweden 5-1 with brilliant attacking football. Their confidence, creativity, and relentless pressure made them look like genuine title contenders. Everything changed the moment they faced Morocco in the knockout round. Koeman abandoned the attacking system that had brought success throughout the group stage. Instead, he switched to a defensive 5-man backline designed specifically to contain Morocco's dangerous attackers. The tactical gamble completely backfired and created more problems than it solved. Rather than frustrating Morocco, the defensive approach suffocated the Netherlands' own attacking threat. The Dutch surrendered possession, stopped pressing high, and retreated deep inside their own half. One analyst described the setup as an invitation for Morocco to completely control the match. Instead of playing with confidence, the Netherlands looked nervous and hesitant throughout the contest. Fear rarely survives at the World Cup, especially against confident opponents. Even so, fortune briefly appeared to smile on the Dutch side. Koeman eventually abandoned the defensive shape and introduced another attacking player. Only minutes later, Cody Gakpo scored to give the Netherlands a precious 1-goal lead. The goal carried enormous emotion because Gakpo had recently suffered a heartbreaking personal family loss. He celebrated on his knees while his parents watched emotionally from the stands. For a brief moment, Dutch supporters believed they had escaped with an unlikely victory. But this World Cup has shown remarkable cruelty to every traditional powerhouse. Deep into stoppage time, Morocco launched one final attack toward the Dutch penalty area. A perfect cross found Issa Diop, who powered a brilliant header beyond the goalkeeper. He rose above Virgil van Dijk and scored his first international goal at the biggest stage. The dramatic equaliser forced the match into extra time. Neither team found another breakthrough despite several tense opportunities. Dutch goalkeeper Bart Verbruggen produced an outstanding save to keep his team alive. Eventually, the match headed toward the one thing Dutch supporters fear most: penalties. The Netherlands have suffered heartbreak in penalty shootouts throughout their football history. This became their 10th international shootout, and an astonishing 8th defeat. Even worse, it marked their 3rd consecutive World Cup elimination on penalties. Justin Kluivert struck the post, Timber fired wide, and Somerville saw his efforts saved. Morocco goalkeeper Yassine Bounour once again became the hero under immense pressure. PSV midfielder Ismail Saibari calmly converted the winning penalty with complete confidence. He ripped off his shirt as Morocco celebrated another unforgettable chapter in their football history. The Netherlands were eliminated, and Koeman's tactical gamble faced immediate criticism from every direction. Questions about his conservative coaching style had existed even before the tournament began. During his second spell, the Netherlands never defeated a nation ranked inside FIFA's top 25. The Morocco defeat became the clearest example of those long-standing concerns. To his credit, Koeman refused to hide behind excuses after the elimination. He insisted he would make the same tactical decision if given another opportunity. At the same time, he accepted complete responsibility for the painful result. He admitted nobody felt more disappointed than he did, as national team coach. Less than a day later, Ronald Koeman officially stepped down from his position. However, this story extends far beyond football tactics and disappointing tournament results. In his farewell statement, Koeman revealed his wife Bartina had been battling breast cancer. She had been receiving treatment while he remained away, leading the national team. Koeman explained that recent years had completely changed his perspective on life. He said football had always been his passion, but health could never be replaced. Those words reflected a husband and family man rather than simply a football coach. He also reflected proudly on the clubs he had managed throughout his remarkable career. Ajax, Feyenoord, PSV, Barcelona, and Everton all formed unforgettable chapters in his journey. His farewell sounded like someone closing an extraordinary chapter of professional football forever. Regardless of tactical opinions, everyone wishes strength and healing for Koeman and his family. Sadly, the story became even darker after the penalty shootout ended. The Dutch players who missed penalties received disgusting racist abuse across social media. The Dutch Football Association strongly condemned the attacks and promised legal action against those responsible. Missing a World Cup penalty is heartbreaking, but it is never a crime. These players carried their nation's hopes and gave everything for their country. The racist abuse directed toward them has absolutely no place in football. Football should unite people, not become a platform for hatred and discrimination. Looking beyond this single match reveals an even bigger tournament-wide pattern. Koeman is simply another casualty in a World Cup filled with shocking upsets. Traditional giants continue falling while fearless underdogs keep writing unforgettable stories. Morocco eliminated the Netherlands on the same night Paraguay stunned four-time champions Germany. Uruguay failed to escape the group stage, while Cape Verde and Congo continued making history. The underdogs are no longer surviving. They are defeating football's biggest and most respected nations. Every knockout round seems to claim another famous name and another football giant. Ronald Koeman has simply become the latest addition to that growing list. One tactical gamble, one fearless opponent, and one unforgettable night changed everything forever. Now the Netherlands must search for a completely new direction after this historic disappointment. The biggest question is whether football's traditional powers can recover before another giant falls. Was Koeman's defensive gamble truly responsible for the Dutch elimination, or was Morocco simply the better team on the day? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, because at this World Cup, absolutely no giant is safe anymore.